Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. We're sitting here in the Frontier because I'm going to show you something that has got sent out to us by the guys at THINKSCAN. This is one of their scan tools. Now, they watched a previous video where we were having some issues with the truck. Some check engine lights were coming on. I mentioned that I have the Ecotech tune from the guys at Z1, and with that tune comes the app and I can scan codes. Not everybody has that. So they said, hey, let us send you out one of these, show your guys what you think, and just let them know how it works and what exactly it can do. Now, these things can get rather pricey. This specific one, which I'm going to show you when we open the case up, is around $600 Canadian. Now, that may seem like a lot of money to you, which it is in theory, but if you come to think of it, now I have the switch right here that I replaced on the Frontier. This little switch here is 15 bucks. If you get it off of Amazon, $15 part. I went and checked through Nissan. If you had this under warranty, it would be fixed, but a lot of us guys are out of warranty now, whether it's due to mileage or just time, and something this simple will cost an arm and a leg. I went, called them, Nissan, the dealership at least, to replace this switch. Like I said, the switch is $15. Through them, the switch is 55 bucks. To diagnose it before they know this is even a thing is $160 here. And then of course, to put it in, this is only like a 5-minute job. It's right under or right above your brake pedal under the dash. It takes 5 minutes to do this. They're going to charge you a half an hour is what they told me to put it in. So you got $160 for the diagnostic fee, you got $55 for the switch, and then you have probably, I'm assuming the $160 is like their hourly rate. So you're going to have another 80 bucks to put the switch in. So right there, one simple thing, just with one vehicle. Now, if you have multiple vehicles, this thing is a no-brainer. But even for one, just something as simple as this, you're already at half the price of the scan tool itself. And the reason you should buy this, I'm going to show you right now. All right, so when you open the box, you get your quick start manual. I'm going to let you go over this yourself if you were to purchase one. But this specific model that we have is the 689BT. BT stands for Bluetooth. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. So you get your little booklet. In here, you get a LAN cable. You can hook this thing directly up to the hardwired internet in your house, because when you get to upgrading this thing, which keep in mind, these have lifetime updates for free. You do not have to pay for them. It's a lifetime update. So if you buy this now and in another 10 years, maybe you go through 3 or 4 different vehicles, who knows? This is going to pay for itself in no time. And if it's a newer vehicle, say you're watching this video in 2026, maybe it's 2028 when you find this video and you're checking this out. If you already have one of these, you plug it in, update it, and all the new info for older vehicles plus the newer vehicles is going to be in here. So lifetime free updates. Keep that in mind as well. If you spend the money once, cry once, now you have it for your lifetime. And then just a couple other things in the box. You have your cable in case you do want to plug it directly into a few different vehicles. You can see on this side, again, you have your landline connector. So again, if you want to hook it up directly to the internet or back via the scan tool itself, you have an option there. You have your USB A to C, that's to charge it up. And then obviously what comes with the charge cable is your little adapter here. Plug it in. The nice thing is, you see this button right here that says push. You can see this can actually come off. So depending where you are in the world, you have 3 options. They send you different plugs. So depending where you live, you can plug this in and charge it. And then last but not least, you have your USB A to the LAN cable again. This will be to go directly to the scan tool here, because if you look on the top, you have your power, you have your USB A, that will be where you plug that cable in to hardwire it up. If you want faster updates, you can also do it over the Wi-Fi connection, but of course it's going to take longer. And then you have your USB-C right there for your fast charging. Now, flipping it upside down, another nice thing, it comes with this little flip out stand. So you can have it on a table, you can have it on your hood of the car, on your engine bay if you're under there, you can just sit it. You can have it on your steering wheel, it can hang on there just like so. If I fold it correctly, it kind of leans weird, but you can keep it up there. It's got a bunch of different places it can sit and not be in your way, not fall down, because of course you're not going to want to break this thing. But if you do drop it, if you look on the edges, it's got a rubber kind of safety on both sides. It says Think Car on there, so you can drop this. I wouldn't recommend dropping it. You spent a lot of money on these if you pick one up. But again, if it falls, it's got a little bit of armor around it to keep it safe once it hits the ground. All right, then going back to the back of this thing, and now this is the coolest feature I think for this scan tool, or the most useful anyways, and it's the dongle on the back here. This is what you plug into your OBD2 port on your vehicle, but it is just magnetically stuck here. Reason being, because this is the Bluetooth version, you can plug this into whatever vehicle you're going to scan, and it's going to talk back and forth with the scan tool. So you don't have to be sitting right next to it to be able to read codes and test different things, because this scan tool can do a ton of different stuff, which I'll show you a few of them in a minute here. But to be able to just plug this in, and you do have to have your vehicle on, it does not have to be running, but you at least need it in accessory mode so that this can read the vehicle that it's plugged into. But to not have to worry about plugging this directly into the truck, because you can only go so far with this. So if you're doing something with this, and maybe you need to be in the back of the truck, or you're under the hood, whatever the case, you can plug this in, scan the codes, you can test different things as you fix them, make sure everything's working properly, and it's just way simpler to be able to do that without having cables ran everywhere. All right, now I'm going to go through here and just show you a couple features that I think would be most useful, because like I said, this can go from the most minuscule thing all the way up to like your high-tech, full-out mechanics things to go and check out your vehicle. So one, you can search your vehicle by your VIN number. If I was to put the VIN in for my truck, it's going to pop up. It's going to know what vehicle it is, what year it is, what model it is, all that, all the features that are coming with it. You hit enter, it's going to go in, and Bob's your uncle. You can start off and start figuring out what's wrong with your vehicle. Next thing you can do is, if you don't want to put your VIN in, you can diagnose it. So say you got it plugged in with the OBD2 port, you can hit diagnose, same idea, hit enter. It's going to scan through your whole vehicle, and it's going to give you what's good, what's bad, and basically just a quick rundown of a lot of stuff in here that most of us would probably not even know what it is. That's how in depth this can go into, but it can also do just the super easy stuff. And what I mean by that is, if we go over to the maintenance section, now this is a big one for especially newer vehicles as of the last, say, 5 years. This is your start stop button. You can actually go in here into the computer and have this not turn on anymore. So mine is a 2023. I don't have the start stop feature on my truck, luckily. It was a COVID shortage when I bought my truck, and that was one of the things they took out, thank God. But for everybody else, not necessarily only in the Frontier, but in any vehicle, you can go in here and shut it off permanently. When you start your vehicle, you no longer have to push the button. You don't have to put the little zip tie in there. None of that. Then another nice one, which I am going to use, you can adjust your tire size. So my truck went from the 31s that come on the truck. I now have 33s. Not going to throw everything off a ton, but you will get a little bit of a speedometer change. Your RPM will change a bit, and just everything gets thrown off slightly. So I can go in here and I can actually adjust the size of my tire, and it's going to revamp the whole computer and the truck to run as if I had 33s on my truck. And again, maybe you're driving something, you can throw 40s on here. You're going from a 31 or 32 up to a 40. That's a big difference. It's going to throw a lot of stuff off. So to be able to go in there and do that like this is awesome. And then you can go to the very simple stuff, such as oil change. You can reset it through here. If you're doing an oil change, you don't have to come into the truck and mess around with it. You just reset it. Your oil life reset is complete. You can go through brake pad reset. A nice thing with the brake stuff is some vehicles now, especially with electronic brakes, if you're doing the rear, because your parking brake is electronic, it's not a physical brake anymore, it stays on when you're doing brakes. Most of them have like a combination of start, stop, and brake pedal that you got to do to release said brake when you're doing brakes, where in here, you can just come in, hit the button, and it's going to release them for you. And then just super simple stuff like that. You can mess with the lighting. You can mess with your sunroof. And it's just got a absolute ton of stuff in here that you can go through. Obviously, each vehicle is not going to have everything in here. It depends what features are on your truck. But you can come in and you can test everything. You can test your battery. You can test every single thing that you can possibly think of in the vehicle through here. And you can adjust it, like I said, with the auto start stop, whether it comes on or stays off. You can do that for other things. The backup sensor on this truck. A lot of people, when you back up, you have to push the button every time, otherwise your sensors turn on. You can actually permanently turn that off as well, the same as you would with the auto start stop. So you won't have these sensors in the back anymore. But if you're somebody, maybe you do a lot of towing, or use your truck mostly for, you know, a work truck, and you have a trailer hooked up most of the time, you can turn that off. You won't have backup sensors anymore, but you're not going to have to hit the button every single time. And again, you can redo your key. You can match a new key to it. And it just goes on and on and on and on in here. It's endless. All right, so I've got it plugged into my truck, and I'm going to show you something just before we kind of go in here and show you a little bit more. You have a report and a history in this thing. So it's going to save whatever it picks up, and you can report it. You can also save it as a PDF and like email it to yourself. Nice thing is, because we all know, maybe you come in here and the truck has a bunch of check engine lights. We're just in accessory mode, so right now it's got a bunch of lights on. But say it's like that and you go, okay, this is way over my head, I can't figure this out. But we all know when you bring it to the dealership, we can't replicate the problem. Sorry, is what it is. Give us your money for looking. And now you have this. You can go in and say, hey, this is saved. This was the code. This is what it was telling me. Of course, you can't replicate it, but hey, here we are. Figure it out for me. So that's a super nice feature. Now, if we want to diagnose it, we are on accessory mode. We are not running. You just hit enter and you can see just how many different vehicles are in here. I believe there's 155. Everything from your big diesels down to your little tiny electric cars, they are in here. You can switch through American, European, Asian, Chinese, and you can just go through and find which one you're looking for. For us, obviously, we are Nissan. So you click that, it'll go through, find your stuff, and it's basically just follow and press enter. And then you can see we're in. It says right here, Nissan. So let's say Nissan programming and code setting. Let it go through its thing, and right away it finds it just that fast. VIN number, your country or area. We're a Frontier D41 2023. It knows everything. You just confirm. Now it's going to ask you those questions just because this is the coding and programming section. So again, you can change things on here. So it's going to make sure that it's changing stuff on your computer, because when it does stuff, if it's wrong, it can screw things up. But again, it's going to tell you just a ton of different stuff. You can go in and read all this yourself if you want. But basically, you can fix, look at, change, and just do everything that you can possibly want in this truck. You can see everything's not scanned because I haven't scanned everything. But say the intelligent cruise you want to look at, you hit it, communicating, and then it's going to give you a bunch of different stuff. Whether you have codes, you can clear the codes, you can test, you can work on it. I'm not going to do this all right now because I'm going to start messing with things. But again, it's as easy as just pressing a button and going in there. But now let's go back a little ways here. So again, in here, it's going to quickly read everything and tell you what's what. This is data stream. It's got the most value, which means it scans 68 things. So you go in there, hit enter, and you can see it's going to give you a bunch of different stuff here again. So you can read codes, you can clear codes, you can test. So say you're testing, I don't know, not on this vehicle specifically, but let's say there's a radiator and you got a radiator fan on your car. You replaced it. You want to know if it works without firing everything up. You can come in here, go to the fan, turn just that on, and it's going to kick on as if the vehicle's running. So it's a good way to test your work once you're done to make sure a specific part is working. Or you can do the opposite as well. If you think something is not working, you can go in there, turn just, say the same thing. Maybe the fan, we want to test it. If you turn it on, nothing spins, you are correct. You're needing to fix your fan. So again, you can do that with a ton of different stuff in here. And then if you have codes, this is where you're going to come and read it, end it, and everything. And then every time you want to go out, so you don't lose your work or accidentally hit a button, it's going to come in here and tell you, would you like to end it? You always have to press yes before it's going to let you out. So then it tells you, don't forget to remove your scanner from the vehicle, and you're done, just like that. So again, this can go from your smartest of smart mechanics right down to your never have done or touched a vehicle in my life scan tool. All right, so there you have it, guys. A super simple tool that will come in handy for years and years after you're ever going to buy this thing. So again, like I said, sure, it's a little bit of money to start, but investment wise, not only I have just the one truck. If you're someone with maybe 2 or 3 different vehicles, again, they are all going to have problems at one time or another. It's bound to happen, whether it be a simple, you know, your TPMS sensors. Maybe you put a new set of wheels on here and you got to reset the sensors to match the vehicle. And anything like that, if you got to bring it in for simple stuff, just because you don't have a tool like this one to be able to do it, it's going to save you the money for not having to pay that fee to the mechanic, the dealership, whatever you're going to. This is going to save you not only time, but money. Because of course, we don't all have every single day off. If you have to bring in your truck to the dealership for something, chances are you can only get in during the week. And chances are, at least where I live, the wait to get in places are right now, even for an oil change, like 3 or 4 weeks. So you're looking at a month. And that's just for an oil change. If it's something more severe, whether it's warranty work or whatever, it could take you a long time to get in. But again, thanks to the guys at ThinkScan for sending this out and letting us test it. If you have any questions, let me know. I will leave a link and a code down below. I don't get paid at all by these guys. They just sent it out to me and said, hey, we saw you were having some issues with the truck. Show your viewers what we got and see what they think. So again, thank you to the guys for sending this out. I'm going to use it not only on this truck, but on plenty of vehicles over my lifetime. And right now, I'm going to go in, hook it up to the internet, and download some updates so we're fresh and ready to go as of 2026. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the scan tool. In the description, again, there will be a code for a little bit of a discount for you and the link to buy one yourself. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.